it's Mrs Gaia from Gaia Health Store, and I'm joined with the lovely Sarah Williams from Organic Aromatherapy Ltd. And today we are really excited to talk through her Soul Harmony cream, which is Thymic, the Thymic Chakra cream. Yeah, it's a chakra cream. So Thymic, what is it? Where is it? Tell us.
Exactly. So, hello everyone. This is Sarah, and thank you for coming along today, Emma, and talking about these creams. I really appreciate that. The Thymic Chakra cream is the higher heart. So some people know it as the higher heart. So it is it's a filter between the heart chakra and the love of the heart, and the throat chakra, which is the expression of what's in the heart. So the thymic gland is the first gland to develop in the body, in the fetus, and it brings with it DNA and past life patterning. Ooh. So this is a really, really important chakra for healers, because we bring forth wisdom that we have maybe suppressed in previous lifetimes. So if you've been perhaps a healer in a previous lifetime, and then you got hung or burned as a witch, or whatever it may be, then you may be a little bit cautious about what you express through your throat chakra this time around. You might keep a bit in. I see this as being almost a tea strainer, a filter between the heart and the throat, and the expression of what's in your heart. So when you put this cream on, it's like a protection. So it's a protective synergy, and just try that and see what you think.
Oh, so good. Yeah.
So this is a protector between those two. But not only is it a protector emotionally or spiritually, and mentally, it's also on a physiological level. It's got protective oils which boost the immune system, which is so on point at the moment, everyone. All of our immune systems, especially leading into winter, but also with any immune system dysfunction, which we have been experiencing with the onset of all of these toxins that have been flying around the planet in and out of people's blood, and seed systems and food systems. We do know that the thymic chakra is really, really important at the moment, and it's influenced by the oils that are going to help boost the immune system, which are Ravensara.
What's that? Yeah, exactly.
I knew she was going to ask.
Yeah.
Ravensara is like tea tree oil, but it is less medicinal.
Yeah.
So it's softer.
This does smell medicinally to me, though, I feel. Not in a bad way.
Yeah, it's not like...
It's like natural medicine. Yeah, smell.
Helpful medicine. Rather than being sort of... tea tree is quite a harsh smell, but Ravensara is much more gentle. It has the same properties as an essential oil. It also has some tea tree in it, just a little bit, because of the properties. They're so useful. And bergamot. Bergamot is very much an uplifter, but it's bergamot is a brilliant one.
Marjoram. What is that?
Bergamot, it's a flower.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like a purple. It's like the colour of your. It's almost the colour of this pink part of the scarf.
Very coordinated also with the pot of the cream as well.
Today, yeah, we've got turquoise. Yeah, and you know what? Anyone, if you love the colour turquoise, and I bet a lot of you do. Yeah, I bet loads of people do here, and I do too. If you love the colour turquoise and you're attracted to it, then you're probably going to be a healer, or you've got an immune system thing that could do with a boost, or you're protecting your heart from what's going in and out of your throat. So if you have been hurt before in a relationship, and you opened your heart to somebody, or you opened maybe your heart to somebody and then you got hurt, so therefore you might close your heart down because you don't want to hurt yourself again. So then you move into the next relationship with what they call baggage. Yeah? so that you then don't commit to somebody, because actually the last time you opened your heart to somebody you got hurt. So you put the protection in place So this is the protector, the filter between the heart and the throat. Really important. Another influence here is palmarosa and marjoram. I use a lot of marjoram in the upper chakras, actually.
Is marjoram like, I feel like that's like a really old witchy protective thing. Yeah.
I guess it is. I bet you had some bunches of marjoram hung outside your hut.
Yeah, I reckon I did. Because that marjoram keeps coming up, so I feel I need to personally explore, because I keep seeing it everywhere, and I'm like, oh, I need to explore that. But yeah.
Well, if you can't eat turquoise food, because I can't think of much turquoise food.
Oh, no. A slush puppy. I've just said that just to literally traumatise that. Obviously, I don't drink slush puppies. I'm just going to say.
Not from the Gaia Health Store. I don't think you have slush puppies in there, do you?
No, we don't.
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
But turquoise. But you could use a turquoise crystal, like Amazonite, or you mentioned fluorite a little while ago.
Yeah.
A brilliant balancer for the Thymic Chakra. Chrysocolla is another turquoise.
What about lapis lazuli? I like using that for like the throat and the third eye, but I'm thinking that'll do. I love lapis lazuli.
I do too, and I'm totally with you. I agree that I would put it into third eye.
Yeah.
And a little bit throat, but it's really an indigo with gold, isn't it?
Yeah.
But so it's a good point. But I was certainly using the turquoise essential oils. No.
Crystals.
Yeah. And any turquoise food that you can find, which is not involving a slush puppy. I do.
And thyroid. Because you mentioned thyroid and other autoimmune disorders as well. Absolutely. This is really popular, this crystal. Go on, I'm saying it. Chakra cream in our store. A lot of people are drawn to it or have been recommended it from other therapists and come in that have had thyroid or autoimmune.
Absolutely. Well, I'm on a thyroid autoimmune journey this lifetime, which has enabled me to work with immune systems and things. So it's been a great, help for me. But certainly when I tune into people and do free readings for people, if I see the base and the thymus come up, the thymic chakra, this one, the red and the thymic, I know I'm talking to a healer. Always. It hasn't failed me in 25 years. I've noticed that. So if I tune in and you've got a base and a thymic, or if you're drawn to turquoise, then you're definitely going to be a healer in some frequency. Whether or not you know it, whether you're actually acting as one, in your work life, or if you are just one of those people that everyone comes to and says, I really feel better once I've spoken to you. And you maybe find that you're the one in the playground that all the kids come up and want to talk to. Also, it may be that you've held yourself back as a child and tended to be aloof or a bit different from others because you didn't quite fit in. So to those are emotional connections to this chakra, because actually you don't want to maybe mingle with others because you feel like you're too sensitive.
Yeah, and you feel too much, or you feel drained, or it's like overwhelming. Yeah.
So the immune system is all about protection of the self on all levels. So mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. On every level, this is a booster. And it's about past life programming too.
Amazing. So if it's in balance, what does it feel like?
Oh, that's a really good point, actually, because when it's in balance, when you feel just safe to communicate everything that you want to, and you don't hold back in anything. So if you do want to express yourself as a therapist, as a healer, as just an empathic human being that isn't going to be affected by the disharmony from other people around you, you just want to feel safer and more secure, then put that on. But one of the things that I noticed when I was a child was something called something called the bridal flush. Have you ever heard of it?
No, what's that?
Well, it's like because this is the area of the chakra. So you've got the heart chakra, and then you've got your throat, but it's in the higher heart. So there's an exercise called the thymic thump. So you do the thymic thump in order to stimulate the thymic gland within the body. And that is where you do it with me. You do a boom, 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 boom. You beat to the walls. And the fourth beat is the heaviest beat. That is called the thymic thump. So
Oh,
1, 2,
really?
3,
Well, what am
1,
I?
2,
Where are we
3.
doing this, and who's recommending it?
Well, I am recommending it, but I can't remember where I found the thymic thump from. But you will know it.
Thymic thump. But what's the bridal flush?
The bridal flush is where the bride gets redness here. And the redness I
Oh,
used to get as a child. If I was going out to a disco,
oh, that's really cute.
I used to get, well, it isn't, and it is, and it isn't, because if I was going out for a hot night out, and I used to get quite, I wasn't very confident as a
Yeah.
child, and as a
Anxious.
teenager,
Yeah.
I would be anxious about whether or not I looked nice, and
Yeah.
whether it was going to be a good night, and that hot boy was going to be there, and all that stuff, you know.
Yeah.
But actually, as I was getting ready and applying my makeup, ready to go out, I used to get a redness appear here. And then I would get even more stressed because it was this
Oh.
weird looking patch of redness.
Yeah.
And it would climb up my neck and then to the face. And someone said to me, it's called the bridal flush.
Oh.
Because a bride, when she's dressed beautifully, everyone's got their eyes on the bride.
Yeah.
And then she maybe feels she's being judged.
Yeah.
So then you get this bridal flush creeping up,
Oh.
which is the blood rushing to the thymic gland to protect her from any judgment.
But this thymic thump
balances it.
Ah, I love that.
Isn't that great?
Top tip from Sarah.
Top tip. Another hard tip.
I love it.
Soul harmony.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Really
also, thanks for explaining in detail. I could have probably looked up more, but I knew I'd be doing these videos, so I was like, let's wait until Sarah explains it all, because when I did Rouhani energy healing, we work on the heart and the upper heart. They in the training it's just called the upper heart, and I was like thinking, what is that? And you get some amazing do you know what, that's now why this is all clicking in. Often when I'm around this area, I get like past life stuff or patterning from people.
Yes.
And now that explains it. When I'm around this area on a person, got you.
Is that a great healer?
Yeah. Well.
And that's why one of your favourite colours is.
Yeah, turquoise. Yeah. So that makes sense. So yes, thank you for explaining that. You've almost got like two parts to the heart. Yeah.
Yep.
Amazing.
Yep, the lower and the upper heart and the higher heart. So very, very, very important.
It is important.
Yeah. And people don't realise how important it is. So, you know, you might want to boost with things like vitamin C and things like that as well, you know, all your immune system boosting and balancing, you know, qualities, but we've talked about the crystals, and also, you know, I can't think of a frequency that would resonate with this. You know, I know that we have the 432 hertz solfeggio relating to the heart, but I'm not quite sure what it would be for this. But we you know, I'm sure there will be a sound, a frequency, which will help people to balance that area of their body, because we are basically a harmony, aren't we, of sounds?
Yeah.
And frequencies. Amazing. Yeah. So.
And does it? Did you mention already if it ties in with another cream, or is it kind of like a standalone? Well, not standalone because they're all connected, but
base chakra.
Oh, that was it. Sorry, you did say.
I'd say.
Yeah.
I would say that if you put that one, especially for healers.
Yeah.
So if you're not feeling safe and secure,
how can you heal? And yeah.
And if you've got a base that's grounded, you'll feel safe and secure with the base, and you've got the thymic chakra about feeling nice and easy to communicate from the heart. Also, if you're, you know, if you're in a relationship where you felt like you've had to not express yourself because you've been hurt in a previous relationship, and you want to open your heart so you can fully express, or if you've lost an animal and you don't want to engage in having a relationship with another animal, it might be that because you got hurt the last time when that animal left or whatever, then it might be that this is going to be helpful as you step forward on your pathway to being able to open your heart again.
So what would be the difference between the heart chakra then and the thymic?
Because the heart is about unconditional love, and the thymic chakra is about protection.
Got you. Yes.
This is the immune system.
Yeah.
Self-protection on all levels. And the heart chakra is a very different kettle of fish.
Yeah.
And it's very much about unconditional love. So yeah, the higher heart, very different. This is to do with the thymus gland, the first gland to develop in the body and in the fetus, and carries with it past life
I'm loving
DNA
that. I
pattern.
don't know if you're as excited as me. I'm going to be getting that cream on, and I'm going to be meditating, and I'm going to be loving those past lives and seeing what comes up. That's really exciting and interesting. Yeah,
Great.
definitely. Perfect. So yeah, obviously always available for sale in store at Gaia Health Store. Sarah is only a phone call, email, or Facebook message away if you want to find out more. She also does free chakra readings, so she can tune in with permission from you as well. And yeah, both of us are always available for more questions and support. And we'll see you soon.
We will. Thanks for joining us today.